Good evening, I'm Jeff Koinange, and this is Jeff Koinange live at the Villa Rosa Kempinski tonight. If it's Thursday, you know it's all about inspiration. And first of all, apologies about yesterday's show and the audio mix-up and all that technical glitches. We apologize for that. And the guests have promised to come back on a Wednesday because you all know Thursday is all about inspiration. My guest tonight, I tell you, man, what a story. Talk about from rags to riches, from nobody to somebody, from zero to hero. That is Patrick Njiru in one sentence. The man grew up poor, literally, and he will tell you this, poor, family of 8 children. He was number 5, living in Embu. And his goal, his dream, was to be a priest. That was his lifelong dream. Then one day, 1969, East African Safari Rally then passing through his church on a Sunday morning. Everybody runs out, including the priest. And the rest, as they say, is history. Kenya's most celebrated rally driver. By the way, he was in high school in Mombasa when he got a scholarship to go to Japan. In Japan, that's when he learned about cars. Came back with something called a Subaru. Subaru! I tell you, man, this man, Group N cars, he was the champ. Loved it, drove it. Everybody was a Patrick Njiru fan. Everybody wanted to be a rally driver because of this man. Not just because of Joginder Singh and Shekhar Mehta and Bjorn Waldegard and all the rest of the rally drivers we grew up watching. Everybody, bar none, wanted to be Patrick Njiru. He's on the bench tonight talking about what he's doing now. By the way, he races for charity, a thing called Race for Life. He'll tell you more about that, where they raise funds for women and youth funds. Incredible story. This man at the age of, get this, at the age of 65.
You're right.
65. Are you kidding me? Baby face Patrick Njiru? Sit back. Twitter handle is @KoinangaJeff. We're still trying to get this senior citizen Twitter handle at some point. The hashtag Safari Legend. Get that? Safari Legend. I had to say that very slowly because people from where I come from will probably say Safari Legend, but you know, that's another story. Safari Legend. Sit back. Patrick Njiru. Arigato.
Konbanwa. Good evening.
How you doing, man?
Jeff, good to see you.
Patrick, every time I've interviewed you, and by the way, this is your first time on the bench here, right?
Absolutely.
There was another bench somewhere in my other lifetime.
Yes.
Every time you came in casual. No tie, no suit. So I decided, you know what, today Patrick will come with no tie, no suit. Look at you. Look at you.
This is so interesting.
You're making me look bad.
No. Listen, I was in such a casual way,
yes,
dressed very casually, and my wife said, no, wait. You can't go like that. Change your shoes, change your dress, have this tie. And, you know, it just went on, and I said, no, I have to change because he says, no, I want you to look now, not like a teenager. I want you to...
65?
Yeah.
You're 65. You were born, I Googled this, by the way, November 1950.
Jeff, let me tell you something. God gives you the best things that you want, and you can be who you want to be. You know, when I look at you and I see the programs you have done and where you have been, how you have raised this country and how you
look now. Look how old I look.
Not at all, not a chance. You know, when I remember how you used to fly in Panam, all those great days and all of this, and then here you are because of the talent that you have, the determination you have been having. It's amazing because where you come from,
Bros,
Jeff, is not very different from where I go. Tumetoka Mbali. Kabisa.
And I want to hear this story because there's lots of kids out there who want to be inspired tonight, Patrick, and I want you to inspire them. And this story about you growing up poor in Embu, I mean, okay, your folks were coffee farmers, right? Coffee farmers. And like, eight kids.
Like everybody else, 8.
But you were poor.
8. Very poor. Nothing else to talk about. We were just ordinary, you know, kids from the family. And the only thing that we had, which was cash crop bringing, was coffee. The rest, maize and beans, were to sustain yourself for the daily food. You know, those days, Jeff, if you used to share anything, was a banana, a ripe banana, you would cut it into 2 and give the other kid.
And that's a treat.
That was the treat. That was something so special because if you got a sugar cane, it depended on how much more was left, because if you saw somebody came, you want to share that. And you want to try and break it up with your knees so that you can really go on. Today, life has changed so much, but
changed.
really,
It has changed.
there are so many kids, Jeff, there I would like today really to inspire and encourage that wherever you are, it doesn't matter. It's what you're thinking. What you're thinking is the best thing that you can be able to do.
Yeah.
Because when I look at you from where you started this program, when we were recording, having those CDs
One
coming.
cameraman.
And one cameraman.
2 cameras.
Yeah.
He
Two
was running,
cameras.
Eric was running from one
To the other one.
Remember?
Absolutely. And,
Okay.
and we would go to record that other one and then go to band the CD.
Sometimes there'll be
And
so many technical
issues and all of that, and then the signals coming from the transmission stations. But all that gone and buried now,
Yes.
coming to where we are, I really am so proud to see you.
Yeah.
With what we're doing, because you encourage a lot of people. Let
Yeah.
me tell you.
Listen,
I've
wait,
just
wait.
gotten a phone call from America when we were here.
Right.
There is a kid there who wants to come and stay on your program to internship here.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come
There's a
on.
kid from Washington. They called, because they saw it after you announced, and
Yes.
they said, no, we want to come and sit down here on Jeff. They're doing media and all of that. I said, surely, why not? I'll ask Jeff. And I'm sure.
Listen, Patrick, this is not about me, okay? Let's come back to you, because you are always praising everybody else except yourself. So let's now go back.
Yeah.
1969, Safari Rally in church. By the way, you want to be a priest at this point, yeah?
Coming
You
through,
wanted to be a priest.
I wanted to become a priest. That was the most honorable thing that we could do. And thank God, that church, in the year 2013, no, 2013, no, not 2013, 2015,
last
when
year.
the president,
Yes.
when the president was released off from the
ICC.
from ICC,
Yes.
the Friday he was released, the first Sunday he went for service in that church.
Wow.
And he did a fundraising for that church. Now they are expanding that church in Kivoti Parish, where I was born, where I used to go and serve as an altar boy. And it was such a big honor to see the president coming in all the way from the ICC
Yes,
issue.
yes.
It was amazing.
Wow.
And to see the cardinal himself.
Yes.
And all of the other dignitaries coming in down there and to come and grace
By the way,
whole of
most
this.
cardinals have come from that area. I don't know why, yeah?
Yeah. We are very Christian.
Maybe there's no other job there.
No. No, it just happens that we had a school, actually.
Oh, okay.
St. Paul High School
Yes.
was built there in the 40s. So a lot of people got the good education that you would have thought about, because, those days it was like you had Kangaroo, but Kangaroo was Anglican church. Then you had St. Paul High School, which was Catholic church. And then Gobo Gobo Seminary
Yes.
used to mix the secondary plus the seminarians now who wanted to become. That's
Priests.
where the cream of all those cardinals and bishops from our village are so many, including the current cardinal. Njiru.
And the late.
Yes, all of them from the village.
Wow. So 1969.
Yes.
East Africa Safari Rally.
Well, on Easter time, very wet.
Easter weekend.
Easter weekend, very wet, and being the place where we would go. The first car, I remember, was Zazada in a sub. He passed, and then Hanu Mikola came. Hanu Mikola, those days, those big names.
Yes.
And then now everybody started going in, and the mass, we had just finished the sacrament. The sacrament had been offered and offering. And then the next thing that everybody started is this next one, because you could hear it from very far. And everybody
Even the
took
priest.
off. Even the priest, we all took off and we all lined up, very disciplined. Because there was a nice corner where we could be able to see them going around, and it was wet. There was no dust, so you could be able to see the cars moving out very nicely. That really inspired me. It's something that I saw and then said, why not? Let me grab an opportunity. But it was a wishful thinking.
Yeah, because your family had no car.
No car, and the whole village had only one Land Rover.
Huh?
The whole village, the entire village, there was only one Land Rover for the priest.
Whose was it?
The priest.
Oh.
The parish priest. He's the only one who won the...
Who had the Landee?
Yeah, he won the Landee. You know, the small, those short Land Rovers, the short wheelbase Land Rovers. You still see the... I think it
So
was
there was no way you would be a rally driver. I mean, come on,
chance,
you were
but
dreaming.
We used to dream. We used to drive trees. You know, you get into the tree when you hear the cars. Then somebody tells you, "You're Ningia number mbili." You don't know. But then all that determination and encouragement and being that nice altar boy, Christian, you know, we were brought in, you never say a lie. If you said a lie, that was a sin. That became so good. I tell you this, Jeff, those days it was so good. If my grandmother, my late grandmother who is not here, what she used to do, that she used to put a panga in the motor. Panga inakuwa red. When it comes there, he says, who did this? You say, no. Who did this? No. And now she knows the person who did it. She would get that panga and tell you, no, if you just kiss that panga, you are not going to get burnt. If you are not the one who did it. And you are the one who had done it, you will never do it. You said, no, I'm the one who has done it. And the instant punishment was so good. It made people become so honest, such that the crime was befitting the punishment. The punishment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, not like today. Not like today. Not like today.
Today?
No, not
they
like
will
today.
lick that hot panga.
What are you talking
They
about?
will lick it.
Yeah. And not even that. Listen, when you see what is happening to some of the things that are happening, you really see some very crazy things where you find the judgment that they are doing is not befitting the punishment.
At all.
Look at these kids, the small kids who went to swim in a school there in Embu, around Chicago there. These school kids went to the river because it's very hot. They went in to swim, not to swim actually, they were just going to take a sort of a shower or something like that. The headmaster came and took all the clothes away from them. He took the clothes, all their clothes, and then when they came, they didn't have the clothes, so they started wondering what is going on. And the kids started walking naked to the village, to the town center. Now, instead, what the headmaster, from my point of view, he would have just gotten the clothes and dipped them in the water, inside the water, and give them to have the wet clothes, so that the punishment fits the crime. But he didn't think that way. He just took off with them. You know, when they came, they thought maybe the clothes are stolen or something like that.
And they walked naked.
Then they went rioting. The next thing, they start burning classrooms. They burn the classrooms. Then the next thing, everybody is chased away. You know, all just because of, you know, sometimes when we say, you know, common sense is not so common.
Correct.
These are some of the things. Look at what NTSA is doing now with the Rongai. They're reacting.
Yes, the reaction. You see the people now marching and demonstrating.
But the NTSA should not react. They should act in a normal way.
They're above that.
Very quiet. They should not react. They have to get the facts right. What caused this? If you remember the time that we had one patient was killed at MP Shah because he could not get the medication. He died there on the bench. And there was so much hulabaru in the country. And Kibaki was then the Minister for Health. They said, close the hospital. So Kibaki set up a committee where he was the chair. And the verdict was, you can't close the hospital. And everybody, the media, everybody, the people, close the hospital. He says, no. The hospital has done nothing wrong. It's there to help more people than the one person who went.
If you close it, it'll be worse.
But the person who is responsible must be taken, must take his responsibility. He must begin that. He has to bear that responsibility.
Okay, let's come back to Patrick Njiru. So, you're in high school in Mombasa.
In Mombasa, yes.
And you get a scholarship?
To go to Japan.
And you didn't know where Japan was?
Let me tell you, the only thing I knew about Japan was karate. That's the only thing we used to see in the movies. Bruce in the movies.
And that's the other country, but you know, correct.
Yes. But the only thing we knew is that the karate, these people, everybody, you know, they come from there.
Yes.
I tell you, Jeff.
But you went.
I live Nairobi at Embakasi.
How old were you?
At 22. I was 22. I left Embakasi. Embakasi.
Moyebe. Oh no, ile ingine. Karibu na JKL.
Kule Embakasi.
Cargo.
Yeah, cargo huko Embakasi. We were on a Pakistani International Airline from here to Karachi. Then we stayed 2 days waiting for the connecting flight. No. I landed in Manila when the thriller was happening.
Come on.
Yeah, the thriller in Manila.
The thriller in Manila.
I bought a shirt to date. I still have that shirt. The Thrill of Manila.
Come on.
Then from Manila.
Muhammad Ali.
Then from Manila, flew
Joe
to
Frazier.
Haneda Airport in Japan. When I landed there, Jeff, the shock of my life, it was winter. I've come from here, is summer.
Yes.
Manila is summer.
Yeah.
I land in Haneda, it's winter. And this Japanese started like, Gomen nasai, nantoka shite kudasai. I said, what? They said, it is too cold, you can't walk out. I said, what are you talking about? They ran around there looking for something. I was in a t-shirt.
No.
I landed there, I never knew anything.
In the snow?
The guys, in the snow, the guys got me a coat. Got me a coat. Then I was putting, when I went out, I started seeing white stuff on the road. I said, what's that? I thought it was white mud. So, this is snow. This is snow. Where I was
Hold that thought, my brother. Hold that thought. White mud.
Yeah.
And it's freezing cold.
Oh, it's freezing cold. I never seen
Now
anything
una t-shirt ya 3 in Manila.
But life.
And you can't speak a word of Japanese.
No, nothing. I couldn't
Wewe
say
ni
anything.
Kiembu tu.
I'm just hearing watu na Kiswahili, na Kizungu, watu wanasema this. Then I started wondering, what is this?
Hold the thought. What a legend. You know that's why you're a legend, huh? That's why. Goodness. And from there, you made it to... Oh, I want to talk about that, Patrick, after the break.
Thank you.
All the races, you know, South
Yes.
Africa, Ivory Coast, Paris-Dakar.
Yes.
All those that you rode and flew and just did your thing.
Australia.
Australia as well?
Yeah, Australia.
Do you remember Joginda?
Yes.
And Shekameta?
Yes.
And Bjorn and all those?
Beyond all of them, Mike Ackland.
Colin McRae?
Colin McRae, Richard Burns, all world champions in my team. We worked together, we drove together in the same team.
Listen to that. That is pure legend right there. In fact, the hashtag is Safari Legend.
Safari legend. I can be able to pronounce it from where I come.
From Membu.
From Membu.
Safari
That's
Legend.
right.
Legend.
Yes.
The Twitter handle is @KoinangaJeff. Please tweet this hero, this legend, this superstar. 65 years old. I still can't believe it, Patrick. 65.
God has given us all the grace we need, Jeff.
God is good.
Yeah, all the time.
And all the time.
You know that all the time. Be happy. Like you. That's what I like to be like you.
Jeff Koinange live at the Villa Rosa Kempinski takes a break. We'll be back.
In a moment.